In this video, we shall proceed with laying down the equation for, or the standard equation for an ellipse with center HK. Last time, we showed the equation of an ellipse whose principal axis is horizontal. So in this video, we shall show the standard equation when the principal axis is vertical. Given an ellipse with center HK and whose major axis has a length of 2a and whose minor axis has a length of 2b, the principal axis is vertical. The standard equation is given by this. H and K are these coordinates of the center of our ellipse, and our principal axis is vertical. The larger of the two denominators is going to be your a squared. And when a squared is written below y, that means your principal axis is vertical. We shall need a to locate the vertices of your ellipse. From the center, we add a to get one vertex, and to get the other vertex, we add the negative of a. We also need the minor axis. So from the center, we also need the endpoints of your minor axis. B will help us find the endpoints of the minor axis. So coming from the center, we add the negative of B horizontally to get one endpoint of your minor axis, and we add B, positive B, horizontally to get the other endpoint of your minor axis. C squared can be obtained from a squared minus b squared, and the square root of that will give us the value of c. C will help us locate the coordinates of our foci. So the vertex or the vertices, the center and the foci, they are all collinear. They lie in the principal axis. Since our principal axis is vertical, that means the vertex, the focus, and the center, they all have the same x coordinates. So what's going to change is the y coordinate. So from the center, you add c vertically to locate one focus. And you add the negative of c, look at that. That's the same as k minus c, vertically to locate the other focus. Suppose, for example, we have this equation of an ellipse in standard form. The center is 0, 4. The larger of the two denominators is 9. This is a squared. It's under y. Our principal axis is vertical. A squared is 9 means a is equal to 3. B squared is 4. B is 2. What about c? C squared is equal to 9 minus 4. That's 5. So c is equal to square root of 5. That is approximately 2.24. Okay, so this is going to be the scattering of your points for the vertices, focus, and endpoints of your minor axis. It's a challenge. It's a challenge just to plot them in your rectangular coordinate system, which is why we must do it carefully. Okay, so first we locate the center. So here, h is 0, k is negative 4. So the reason why this is y plus 4 is because this is y minus negative 4. So the k coordinate of your center is negative 4. Let us go to the vertices. How do we locate the vertices? Since our principal axis is vertical, we add a vertically. We add the negative of a vertically. So these two would be our vertices. How about the endpoints of your minor axis? We need b for that. Okay, so we add b horizontally to your center. If this is 0, 1, 2, 2, and negative 4. We add the negative of b horizontally to locate the other endpoint of your minor axis. From 0, negative 1, negative 2. Given now the endpoints of our minor axis and your vertices, we can carefully trace an ellipse. But then I must tell you again that this is the instruction. Locate the endpoints of your minor axis, the vertices, the foci, and sketch the curve or sketch the ellipse. If we want a more accurate ellipse, we must produce the latus rectum. We shall do it maybe in another exercise. Let us produce a summary. So we have two cases. The principal axis is horizontal, or the principal axis is vertical. When a squared, or the larger denominator, is under x, our principal axis is horizontal. When the larger denominator is below y, our principal axis is vertical. C squared is equal to a squared minus b squared. C squared, or in particular C, will help us locate the foci of your ellipse. Okay, so let us state the orientation of your principal axis. What is the value of A here? This is A. What is the coordinates of your center? It's -1, 1. -1, 1. And since our A squared is below x, our principal axis is horizontal. What would be your center? 0, 1. What would be the value of A squared? Okay, so the larger denominator between the two denominators is A squared. So A squared is 16. It's under y. Our ellipse is vertical, or the principal axis is vertical. What is the center? It's 3, 0. Which of the two denominators is A squared? It's 2, because 2 is greater than square root of 2. It's under x, so that means our ellipse has a principal axis that is horizontal. How about this one? Well, this one is not an equation of an ellipse. This will not give us an ellipse because this is not the standard form for our ellipse. This one should be plus. The operation between the terms should be plus, not minus. So this one is not an ellipse.